All right, everybody, welcome. If you have clicked on this video, you are here for your 30-minute mobility. We have never done this class before. You are the very first. So I just went on a run. As you can tell, I'm ready to train my mobility. If you have never trained mobility before, important for a ton of reasons, a lot of them being first and foremost, reducing risk of injury. That's a huge thing for all of us, very important, as well as improving our range of motion. So if you think about being at the grocery store and reaching for that can on the top aisle and you can't quite get up there, this is really, really important for that, okay? So I think it's gonna be really good for all of us. All you will need for this class is a mat, okay, and a wall, okay? A wall to work against and a mat. And we will go ahead and get started, guys. So let me get my camera. We're going to start in a standing position. If you have come to my upper body class before, you have probably done this, but we're going to go into these hinge shoulder Ys. Okay, so I'm going to show you from the side. That's going to look like this. I'll hinge over, bringing my arms up into a Y. My thumb is going towards the ceiling. Okay, depending on your mobility that you already have, maybe limited to how far you can get, may only be able to come here, may be able to go biceps by ears, or even higher depending on how mobile you are. We're going to find out though, so join me right now. Ready? Go. So working on our shoulder mobility here. Remember, it doesn't have to be fast. I'm not worried about how many reps you get. Very nice. And relax. We're going to do that same thing again. Now that we're warm and ready to go. All right, we ready? One more time. Let's do it. My mobility is not wonderful, so I'm glad I'm here with y'all today working on it. Seconds. I know this hinged over position is not the most comfortable. That's okay. We're almost finished. And relax. Good work, guys. From there, we're going to do a similar movement. However, we're going to do it against the wall. Okay, so that's going to look like this. Head, upper back, and lower back against the wall, 3 points of contact. I'm bringing my arms up into a Y, getting them as far back as I can. As y'all will notice, I can barely even get to the wall. So I've talked about this before in my classes. I'm going to show you from this side wall. When I talk about those 3 points of contact, I guess this is hard because I'm wearing black. When I talk about those 3 points of contact, what you do not want is a space between the wall and your back, okay? So if y'all will notice, I have these 3 points of contact. I can only come up to about right here before my back starts coming off the wall. I only want you to come up as high as you can while keeping your back locked into the wall. We ready? Set, go. So if you sort of think about tucking your pelvis a little bit, that will help. Oh, it's not the most comfortable. And relax. Nice job. We're going to do that one more time. So again, lower back locked in. It may help a little bit if you walk your feet out a little bit more. As soon as that back starts coming off the wall, you know that you've gone too far. All right, let's do it one more time. Ready? Go. Head stays on the wall. If you just can't do this with the 3 points of contact, that's okay. Bring your head off the wall. You can still work your mobility, but I want you to try. we're starting standing, then we'll work our way to our mat. Guess I don't have to tell you we're starting standing. You already know that because we're standing. 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Going from mostly shoulder, a little bit of upper back, to mostly upper back, a little bit of shoulder, okay? So I'm gonna have you on that wall again, just like we just talked about, 3 points of contact. And again, if you just cannot do that, if your upper body won't allow for it, that's okay. Just do the best you can. This time, instead of coming out into a Y, I'm gonna put my arms in a goalpost position. I'm gonna slide them up and slide them back down. I'm gonna show you from the side. Here, I guess I can only show you this side. Want the elbow and wrist staying on the wall. So what you'll find sometimes is as you raise, that wrist wants to start coming off the wall. Again, want you to only go as high as you can while keeping elbow and wrist on the wall. We ready? Set, go. My elbow's already coming off. Slow and controlled, take your time. And relax. Nice job, folks. I'm gonna lose my watch for this one because it's getting in the way. All right, we will do it one more time. That upper body gets a little break, I promise, but we're gonna finish these out. We ready? Set, go. So I'll tell you right now, my lower back is coming way off the wall. Like I said, do the best you can. For these, I would rather your elbow and wrist stay on the wall than that lower back. 10 seconds. I'm working up a sweat, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, guys, as promised, let's give those shoulders and back a little bit of a break. We're gonna go into a standing calf stretch. So really important that we have that mobility through our calf and ankles. So if you'll find a wall, I want you to put your toe up and lean in. You should feel that pulling your calf. If you don't, may need to lean in a little bit further. Go ahead and join me now. We'll hold for 30 seconds. This one feels better compared to those upper body wall raises, doesn't it? In about 5 seconds. And go ahead and switch. So if you just did your right, your left will come up. I want you to lean in, join me now, and we are on the clock. About halfway. For some reason, this left side burns a lot more than the right did. It clearly needs this stretch. Alrighty, guys, go ahead and relax. From there, sticking with that calf and ankle mobility, we're gonna do a heel to toe walk. So I'm gonna come from where I am to you. However, to show you, I'll go sideways so you can see. So that heel to toe walk, starting on my heel, rolling up, then switching, rolling up. When you get as far as you can go, just turn around. We're gonna do this for a full minute, guys. Heel to toe walk for a full minute. We ready? Set, go. Slow and controlled, trying to get as big of range of motion as you can. Look at that, we're getting a little balance work too. You didn't even know I was gonna sneak that in here. Should feel that little pull at the end of the motion, that calf raise. Through your calf, maybe Achilles. We got about 10 more seconds, guys. Keep going. I'm going to make it back one more time, and then we will be finished here. Alrighty, guys. We will be finished with those. You can go ahead and find your way to your mat. Whoops. We are going to start on all fours. Going to do a little bit of wrist and forearm mobility. Okay, so we're going to start with a little wrist circle on all fours. I'm going to show you from the side. That'll look like this. Okay, we'll do that for about 20 seconds, and then we'll switch directions of that circle. So your fingertips should be facing me, facing in front of you, and go ahead and start with those small circles. As you go, you may notice that circle being able to get a little bit bigger. That's a good thing. All right, guys, you are halfway. Go ahead and switch directions of your circle. All right, and go ahead and relax. We're going to come back to some wrist rocks, but in between, I want you to sit back in a position that's comfortable for you. It does not have to be this position, okay? Whatever is comfortable for you, that can be feet in front of you. We're going to go into a wrist and forearm stretch. So I will show you from the side. My right arm is going to come forward. I'm going to take my left arm and just press down on my fingertips. You should feel that right through here. For those of you who are still working, who are on the computer all day and typing, this is a really, really good one for you to be doing. Let's go ahead and get there. We'll hold it for 30 seconds. So you should feel a big pull through that forearm, a little bit through the wrist. Focus on your breathing. Go ahead and release there, and we will switch sides. So that left arm comes forward. I'll press down with the other hand. Go ahead and join me. We'll hold for 30. As always, one side may be able to go a little bit further than the other. That's okay. Y'all are doing great. Thanks for humoring me in this new class. Mobility is really important. 10 seconds. Alrighty, guys. Go ahead and release. Shake that out for a second. We're going to go back to all fours. This time, fingertips should be pointing away from each other, okay? Away from each other, and I'm going to rock from right to left. Go ahead and join me now. 30 seconds, right to left. Keep doing what you're doing, but look up so I can show you where we're going from here. In about 30 seconds, I'm going to turn my fingertips into my body, and I'll go forward and back. This one does require a little bit more mobility. If you cannot yet get there, keep going side to side and just rotate your hands a little bit if you can, okay? So we're finishing out this left to right, and in about 5 seconds, I'm going to turn my fingertips in towards my body. Go ahead and join me now. And now we're rocking forward and back. If you weren't able to make that full turn, fingertips are still to the side and you're still rocking side to side. Good work, guys. Keep it up. If you will notice while I do this, my elbows are not bending, okay? Elbows stay locked out. Really just working the wrist here. Alrighty, guys, go ahead and release. relax. We're gonna go upper body, then more lower body, okay? So I'm gonna make you go back to all fours. We do these a lot in class. If you come to classes, we're gonna go into that hand behind head, torso twist rotation. So what you're doing here, right hand is coming behind your head. I'm thinking about bringing my right elbow to my left wrist, and then I'm gonna rotate up, trying to get that elbow to the ceiling. The biggest thing with this one, guys, is what we don't want is you just sort of flapping that wing, okay? While you are probably getting a little bit of shoulder mobility here, you're really not working on that T-spine, and that's what we're going for here, okay? So join me now. Right hand goes behind your right ear, come elbow to wrist, then big rotation up. These are very hard for me, which probably means I need to be doing them. Again, you may find as you go, you're getting a little bit looser here. That's a good thing. Keep it up, 5 more seconds. All right, guys, good work. Shake it out. We'll go other side. Okay, that left hand comes behind left ear, elbow to wrist, big rotation up. Go ahead and join me now. Remember, trying to get that elbow to the ceiling by rotating my body, not just by flapping my arm up. Halfway. And relax. Nice job. Shake it out for a second. I know it's a long time that I'm making you stay on all fours, okay, but we are going to go back to that position. We're going to work a little bit of hip mobility now. So we're going to go into some hip circles. So I'm going to show you from the side, okay. My right leg will come up and around and then back down. We're going to go half of our time going forward to back and then half of our time back to forward. I want you to think like there is a clock right here, and that knee is trying to hit every dial on that clock, okay? So what that means is I'm not just doing these little circles, I'm getting up as high as I can and around as best I can, okay? We ready? Set, go. Up and around, hitting every dial, trying not to shift your body weight to the other side, okay? Try and keep those hips square with the ground. These are hard, I know. My hips are burning. You are halfway. Go ahead and switch directions of that circle. These are really good for hip mobility, guys. You can do these on your own. And go ahead and relax. Nice job. We will go to that other side. Okay, so same thing, hitting every dial, big circle. We'll start forward to back, then we'll go back to forward. We ready? Set, go. Try not to shift your body weight. I tell you that because I just did it. So try not to. All right, guys, you are halfway. Switch directions of that circle. Doing great. Keep building up in the hip. I know, I feel it too. And go ahead and relax. Good work, guys. We have one more on all fours, okay? I'll release you out of that after this. Still sticking with that those hips, excuse me. We're gonna go into a fire hydrant. So that's right leg at this 90-degree angle. I'll come up, out to the side. Again, trying to do this without tilting my body weight to the other side. We're gonna do 30 seconds on the right, then 30 seconds on the left. Then we will get out of this all fours position. We ready, set, go. So as you watch me do it, you can probably understand why we call it a fire hydrant. I don't make the names. Don't shoot the messenger. And rest. Good work, guys. Going into that other side. We're ready, set, go. It's a lot of hip work today, guys, but it's good for us. We need those hips working the way we want them to. It's important. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good work, guys. As promised, that was our last one on all fours. We're going to go into one more hip mobility exercise. We are so close to being finished. This one is very hard, okay? I'm going to talk about it. I'll talk about some ways to modify, and then I'll give you another option if you really just don't want to do this one, okay? So this is the hip 90-90 rotation. What this will look like. I'm going to start with my right leg at 90 degrees, my left leg at 90 degrees. I'm trying to come up and over to the other side. Here's the kicker, without displacing my feet. Okay, so what we don't want is this. Okay, my feet should stay exactly where they are. Come up and around, and then back to the other side. So, as I said, this is very hard, especially if you have tight hips. A few things I want y'all to think about. First of all, obviously the hardest, most advanced way to do this will be with my hands out in front of me. Okay, if that is just not going to work for you, please feel free to lean back on your hands. That will make it a little bit easier. Next, you may have to come out further than me, okay? So my hips are pretty mobile, so as you see, I can keep my heels pretty close to my body. If yours are not as mobile, you may have to come out further, and you're still getting good hip work here, okay? Rotating up and over. If this is just not going to work for you, I want you to stand, and you're going to come up and around and down. Okay, that'll work just the same. We're going to do this 2 times, so if you're doing the standing option, just do your right side, and then the second time, you can just do your left. All right, guys, go ahead and find that 90 position, or if you're standing, go ahead and stand. We will start our 30 seconds of work in 2, 1, go. Up and around. You may find yourself moving all over the floor. I am already. Again, you do not have to have your hands out in front. They can be behind you. Still getting good mobility work here. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Relax. Nice job, guys. We're going to do that one more time. Then we have one more mobility. It's really even more of a stretch. And then you are finished with this workout. So if you are standing, if you just did your right, go ahead and switch to your left. If you just did your left, go ahead and switch to your right. We will do this one more time. 30 seconds. Go. Scooting up closer to y'all. 5 seconds, guys. Almost finished here. 3, 2, 1. Done. Good work. All right, guys. Last thing we're going to do, if you'll put your feet out in front of you, I want you to cross your right leg over your left. Flex that foot in towards your body. And you're just going to lean forward a little bit. Should feel that through your calf. Okay, so I'm going to give y'all a couple seconds to join me in this position. We'll lean forward, hold that stretch for 30 seconds, switch sides, and we are finished. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do it. Again, that foot is flexed up towards me. Just loosening that calf a little bit more. If you keep doing these exercises, guys, they will get easier, I promise. Really, really important. 10 more seconds and then we'll switch. All right, slowly release that right over your left and switch. Left comes over right. Flex the foot, that means toes coming closer to your body. You're gonna lean it forward. We're gonna hold for 30 seconds, and guess what? We are finished. It's been a real pleasure, guys. About 10 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1. And you are finished with your mobility class. Thank you for trying it out. I really hope you liked it. As I said, keep doing it, guys. I promise it will get easier. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye.